Lagos State, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos. All courtesies extended at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we rise as we will take the national anthem to signify the commencement of the Lagos State Day and closing ceremony of the Lagos International Trade Fair. The national anthem, please. Thank you very much. Please can we all be seated? The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos, and their mother, Mrs. Sherifat Folashade Jaji. Can we please applaud Mr. Governor through his representative? Thank you. Members of the State House of Assembly here present, particularly the Chairman, Lagos State House of Assembly Committee on Commerce Industry in Lagos State, our dear father, Honorable B.C. Yusuf. They refer to him as the Prince of Hope. Thank you. And other members, including Honorable Jude Idimogu. Can we please applaud him? And of course, I'd like to also quickly recognize a member of the Civil Service Commission in Lagos State, Commissioner for, in particular, who was a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Abose. Members of the Lagos State Executive Council here present, particularly the SA, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Engineer Abiola Okonlawon Moshood Olowu. The body of permanent secretaries here present, past and present, because we do not have retired permanent secretaries in Lagos State. They remain very, very vital to all that we do. But I'd like to particularly recognize the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Mrs. Adetutu Oluremi Oshosonya, FCA. And the former permanent secretary in that ministry, Mr. Olalekon Akodu. You're very welcome, sir. We thank you for being here. I'd like to also recognize very, very specially a man who has been a member of the Lagos State Executive Council at one point in time. This gentleman is a man of very many parts. He's the former national president of the University Association, a former president of the Lagos British Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Very many organizations, just to mention a few. He was Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget in Lagos State, a former Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure in Lagos State. Today, he is a pride of not just Lagos State, but Nigeria as a whole, as he leads the foremost organized private sector voice in Africa. I'm talking about the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, OON, and his beautiful wife, CON, and his beautiful wife here present. Please can you applaud Ashiwaju and his wife. I'd also like to recognize Deputy President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Not Oman, MFR. You're very welcome, sir. I guess he stepped out. The Deputy President and former of the Trade Promotion Board. I'm talking about, I named a pastor, and there's a very good reason for it. I'm talking about Mr. Gabriel Idahosa, FCA. The BOT chairman of the LCCI, who is also a past president. Please put your hands together and welcome Chief Odeyemi, NFR. And another woman that has done the gender very proud, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world. This woman, a three-time minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who has remained a woman of reference, a beauty to behold, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. This very industrious, enterprising, beautiful woman, a past president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akonde, C.O.N. Mr. Governor, ably represented. I crave your indulgence because these women are jolly good women and they love to celebrate women and indeed people of excellence. So I just had to just let them be because indeed Chief Mrs. Nike Akonde is worth celebrating. Can we applaud her once again? I'd also like to recognize a past president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. She is indeed my big sister. She's a role model in the family and even outside the family. This wonderful woman, please can you welcome Mrs. Toki Mabuje. If our gorgeous women in blue did not sing for her, I would have sung myself. The Vice President and Chairman Trade Promotion Board of the LCCI, Engineer Leye Kukoluyi. Vice President, LCCI, Mrs. Bamidele Daramola, FCA. And indeed, all council members here present. The Managing Director of Lekki Worldwide Investments Limited, Dr. Tunde Sodade. That's the destination of our next seaport, deep seaport, Lekki. So they needed to emphasize that indeed Lagos is the base of Okun and Osa. Please applaud Lagos State. Don't forget we're celebrating Lagos today. I crave the indulgence of the past president of the LCC. I actually was looking in that direction, thinking that's where all our past presidents will sit. I like to recognize very especially a past president of the LCCI, Alhaji Remi Bello, FCA. I understand that the representative of Dr. Tunde Shodade is already here. The Executive Director, Lekki Worldwide Investments Limited, Yemi Olusoya. You're very welcome, ma'am. We thank you for being here. And the General Manager of the organization, or shall I say the agency, that is ensuring that we consume wholesome products in Lagos State. I'm talking about the General Manager, Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, Barrister Afolabi Sholibo. The Provost, Lagos State Cooperative College, Mr. Akorede Ojomu. Religious and community leaders here present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We won't say welcome, but we will say this is Lagos. And indeed, it is the Lagos State Day at the Lagos International Trade Fair, the biggest and the best anywhere in the world. Please, can we applaud Lagos State at this event this morning? I crave your indulgence to bridge the protocol just a little bit, as I want to recognize the representative of the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Honorable Minister is ably represented by the Director Economic Trade and Investment in that ministry, Ambassador Akiremi Bolaji. You're very welcome, sir. We thank you very much for being here. Thank you, our gorgeous women in blue. At this point in time, Mr. Governor, ably represented, the Honorable Minister, ably represented, all our distinguished members of the House of Assembly in Lagos State here present, members of the State Executive Council, the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry and his wife, and indeed all our distinguished members of the board here present, ladies and gentlemen. We will be moving on at this opening ceremony as we will have the welcome address. The welcome address will be given by none other than the Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives in Lagos State, but she is ably represented at this point in time by the Special Advisor to Mr. Governor on Commerce, Industry and Cooperative. Please, can we put our hands together for Engineer Abiola Okonlawo Moshood Olowo as he comes forward.
Thank you. The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Folashade Jaji. Good afternoon, ma'am. The Oba of Lagos, His Royal Majesty Oba Rewan Babatunde Akinolu, ably represented by the White Cap Chiefs, Chairman, House Committee on Commerce, Industry, and Cooperatives, Honorable B.C. Yusuf, and other Honorable House of Assembly members here present. Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Industry, and Cooperatives, she has a state assignment outside Lagos, so she is not here presently. Members of the State Executive Council here present. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Industry, and Cooperatives, Mrs. Adetutu Oluremi Ososoya, FCA. Board of Permanent Secretaries here present. A former Permanent Secretary of our ministry, Mr. Akodu. President, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Ko. All board members of the FCCI, captain of industries, leaders of business membership organization BMO here present, traditional rulers and all White Cap chiefs here present, the managing director of Lekki Worldwide Investment Limited, ably represented by Mrs. Yemi Olusoya, the general manager, Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, Barrister Afolabi Sholebo, other top government functionaries here present, religious and community leaders also present here, members of our great party, All Progressive Congress, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols duly observed. It is my honor today to welcome you, our wonderful vendors, vibrant visitors, diligent officials of the Lagos State Government, to the celebration of Lagos State Day, which also coincides with the closing ceremony of the 36th edition of Lagos International Trade Fair. It is common knowledge that value creation is bedrock of any business. Where value goes, wealth follows. In fact, the ability of a business to communicate its value propositions to its target audience in a language that they understand is what drives patronage, set a brand apart from competitors, secure customers' loyalty, brings distinction to the brand with the solution it provides. Without creating value, a business will not neither be relevant, profitable, or sustainable. In this unique economic period, it is increasingly important that businesses not only continue to create value, but also intentionally pursue the connections that are essential to delivering this value. There is the need to engage with key stakeholders, including government and businesses across diverse sectors, to enhance an understanding of the positive impact of network in business This will form a basis for the development of a strategic roadmap towards long-term implementation and ongoing appraisal of its impact. The function of connecting business is presently assisted by Lagos State government through its many programs. Its initiatives, such as the annual breakfast, business community, corporate assemblies organized by Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, and hosted by Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Numerous business clinics, free business fairs hosted by the same ministry, not forgetting impactful association of business such as NASI, NASMEN, SCCI, to mention but a few. These are all present a wellspring of opportunities for businesses to present and redefine value. After that value, to fertilize audience and make invaluable business connection that backs collaboration and trade on a scale that would otherwise be a difficult feat. This to buttress the position that administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, is intentionally about facilitating and enabling business environment within the state. The administration continues to maintain the status of a committed business crusader, adopting intentional policies to encourage entrepreneurs in line with global best practice. The Sanwo-Olu administration is also promoting public values for entrepreneurs in an environment made uncertain, complex, ambiguous due to world economic challenges. Distinguished guests, such support cannot be overemphasized in a state like this, which has a population estimated at over 22 million and is fast becoming a top destination for investors, tech startup in the global tech market. One instance is that with the effort of the state government, technology entrepreneurs have come to know that Lagos State is one of the most improved environment to do business. Hello? More than other places in the Federation, Lagos has experienced tremendous share of growth in terms of technological startup. This is why it may interest you to know that out of over $1.7 billion ventures investment that come into Nigeria, 70% came into Lagos. According to statistics, over the past 6 months, $1 billion in data center investment has poured into Lagos because of the project the state is executing and some of the regulations we are pioneering. The administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu is working on a smart city plan to transform Lagos into a technology-driven. Hence, connecting business, creating value for stakeholders in the various sectors of the economy to thrive in their day-to-day businesses activities. Nowhere is this effort more viable than in the smart city project of our dear state, which we strive to ensure entrepreneurs work smart and not hard, as business leverages technology to connect each other and create more value in the long run. Let me salute the leadership of Lagos State Chamber of Commerce and Industry, led by Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, along with the board members, for giving unrelenting direction for businesses to thrive in the state and Nigeria in general. On this note, I welcome you once again to celebration of Lagos State Day Trade Fair. I welcome you to the celebration of strength and potentials of Lagos. And God bless you all. Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó.
Please, can we put our hands together more resoundingly for the SA to Mr. on Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives. We thank you very much at this event for representing the Honorable Commissioner, Engineer Abiola Okunlawon Moshood Olowo. We thank you very much, sir. Mr. Governor, ably represented. The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, ably represented. Members of the Lagos State House of Assembly here present. All our distinguished state ESCO members, the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and his wife, all other courtesies duly extended, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to quickly recognize the Deputy Minister of Trade, Ministry of Trade and Industry, Sierra Leone, Madam Abdulia Kamara. Can we please applaud her? The Deputy Minister, we thank you very much for being here. Also, we have the Consul General for Sierra Leone High Commission, Lagos, Madam Beatrice Colley. You're very welcome, ma. We thank you very much for being here. Of course, the Vice President of the LCCI also just joined us, Mrs. Mojisola Bakari, FCID. You're very welcome, ma. We thank you for being here. At this point in time, the representative of the Managing Director of Lekki Worldwide Investments Limited will be giving us the presentation on behalf of Lekki Worldwide. But before I invite her to please step up, I'm very sorry. I want to quickly recognize the Deputy MD Lekki Free Zone, Mrs. Bolatito Ajibode. You're very welcome, and we thank you for being here. And of course, a member of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State official and the wife of a distinguished Senator, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Ganiu Solomon. You're very welcome, ma. We thank you for being here. Thank you. At this point in time, I respectfully invite the Executive Director, Lekki Worldwide Investments, to please give the presentation on behalf of the Managing Director. Please can we applaud her? Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Good afternoon, ably represented by the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Bola Kade. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Kindly permit me to stand on all existing protocols. My name is Yemi Olusanya, and I will be making this presentation on behalf of Lekki Worldwide Investment Limited. Lekki Worldwide Investment Limited is a limited liability company started by the Lagos State government to represent its interest in the Lekki Free Zone project.
It is a special purpose vehicle established to facilitate and promote the industrial development and operations of the Lekki Free Zone. The Lekki Free Zone is an exclusive economic zone. It is about 16,000 hectares of land situated in Ibeju-Lekki and the Efe axis of Lagos State. The zone was established in line with the Nigerian Export Processing Zone Authority Act. The objectives of the zone is to enhance the development of infrastructure, industrial capacity, and tourism potential of the fastest growing city in West Africa, which is Lagos State. Also to attract new industries and technology and pave the way for technological transfer. Another objective of establishing the Lekki Free Zone is to promote foreign and indigenous participation in industrial development. With the establishment of the Lekki Free Zone, we can attract foreign direct investment, promote exports, generate foreign earnings, and increase the nation's GDP. These objectives will help create employment opportunities and build a self-sufficient city. Now, why invest in the Lekki Free Zone? The Lekki Free Zone provides access to the largest consumer market in Africa, with over 300 million potential customers across Nigeria and the neighboring countries. It is strategically located in the premier economic hub of West Africa, which is Lagos State, and avails investors of a one-stop approval location for all permits. The zone provides ease of business setup and modern infrastructure. Other benefits for foreign investors in the free zone includes 100% ownership of investment, 100% repatriation of capital, profit, and dividends, waiver on all import and export licenses, and waiver on all expatriate quotas for companies operating in the zone. The zone incentives. Investors who export goods out of the country enjoy full benefits like tax holiday, duty-free import on raw materials, exemption from custom duties on the importation of capital goods. They also have the permission to sell 100% of their manufactured goods into the Nigerian domestic market. The Lekki Free Zone investment environment. The beautiful people of Ibeju-Lekki and Efe embrace the development of the Lekki Free Zone by providing an enabling environment for its actualization. Lagos is the economic and commercial hub of Nigeria. With a population of over 20 million people, Lagos is Africa's most populated city. Nigeria is Africa's largest economy and market, with a population of over 200 million people. The Lekki Free Zone is divided into 4 quadrants. The southwest quadrant is 3,000 hectares of land. The master developer for this southwest quadrant is the Lekki Free Zone Development Company. The southeast quadrant is approximately 4,000 hectares. It is partly occupied by the Dangote Industries Free Zone and the Lagos Free Zone. The deep sea port is closely located around the southeast quadrant of the Lekki Free Zone. Alaro City is the master developer for the northwest quadrant, while the northeast quadrant is still open for profitable investment opportunities. The Lekki Free Zone Development Company. The Lekki Free Zone Development Company is a joint venture between the Lagos State Government and China Africa Investment Limited. There are over 60 registered free zone enterprises. Those are the logos of the registered enterprises within the Lekki Free Zone Development Company. There are over 60 registered free zone enterprises in the southwest quadrant with the Lekki Free Zone Development Company, and the value of investment here present now is well over $2.5 billion. Alaro City. Alaro City is a joint venture between the Lagos State Government and Rendezvous Limited. There are approximately 30 registered enterprises within Alaro City. Development structure for Alaro City is a mixed development, and the current investment value is over $2 billion. The northeast quadrant is approximately 5,000 hectares of land, and it is still open for profitable investment. Features of the Lekki Free Zone. The Lekki Free Zone features constant power supply, potable water, good road, and modern infrastructure, and a strategic location. Supporting infrastructure. The supporting infrastructure around the Lekki Free Zone are the recently completed Lekki Deep Sea Port, the Lekki International Airport, additional road network, and rail network. The Deep Sea Port, the Lekki Deep Sea Port. The Lekki Deep Sea Port is projected to process about 1.2 million standard containers yearly for phase 1. The construction of the Deep Sea Port is completed and ready to provide well over 170,000 jobs. The proposed Lekki International Airport. The Lagos State government has obtained the federal government's approval to commence construction of the Lekki Airport. It will be located close to the northwest quadrant opposite Alaro City. The airport will create modern and efficient gateway to Lagos State and to Nigeria. Road construction in the Lekki Free Zone is currently ongoing, and the investment opportunities in the Lekki Free Zone still exist in the following areas: manufacturing, trade and logistics, real estate, finance and insurance, municipality and utility services, recreation and information technology. For investors that are interested in infrastructure investment, opportunities exist in tollable roads, rail, airport power, central water treatment plant, sewage system, central sewage system, and recreational areas, parks, tourism, and information technology. So available land mass opportunity. There are various land schemes on offer across the 4 quadrants of the Lekki Free Zone. In conclusion, Ibeju-Lekki and Epe are the new Lagos. We invite prospective investors to come on board so we can build the greater Lagos of our dreams and make Lagos a 21st century economy. Thank you, and I wish you all a very productive week.
Please, can we put our hands together for the representative of Dr. Tunde Shodade, Yemi Olusoya. We thank you very much, ma'am. Mr. Governor, the Honorable Minister, members of the House of Assembly, all taxes extended, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you'll be wondering that it's supposed to be the President of the Chamber who is supposed to give remarks now. But of course you know that after all these other presentations, he will be able to speak to the issues that have been raised. And of course, I'm sure he will be able to tell specifically the Lekki worldwide investments, how many investors you're likely to get after this trade fair, courtesy of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Therefore, the next presentation will be from La Scopa, the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency. Please welcome Mr. Afolabi Solibo. I think you can please put your hands together more resoundingly for him.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. The Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Sherifat Folashade Jaji, the Chairman, House Committee on Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Honorable Bisi Yusuf, and other members of the House of Assembly who are present. the Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Honorable Dr. Mrs. Lola Akonde, represented by the SA to Mr. Governor, Engineer Moshood Olowo, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Mrs. Adetutu Oshosonya, and body of permanent secretaries here present. May I crave your indulgence to stand on the already established protocol. I'm here to present the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency and the moderate achievement to this sitting. The Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency is an agency established by law because of the avalanche of complaints and members of the public as regards their consumer rights in Lagos State. The agency was established by law in 2015 and started its operation in 2018. The agency was basically established to ensure that consumers in Lagos State do get value for their money, satisfaction, and also to protect them against any form of unfair trade practices being perpetrated by manufacturers, service providers, and other agencies like that. The agency is also to protect consumers against any form of hazardous product being sold out there, and also to protect consumers against any form of unfair trade practices. Consumer Protection Agency is key into line of the agenda of Mr. Governor of Lagos State when it comes to the issue of health, education, and particularly making Lagos State the 21st economy we all crave for. On the achievement of the agency, to date, the agency has been able to partake in the World Consumer Rights Day every 15th of March 2021, 2022 as well. And essentially, we celebrated the tackling of plastic bottle pollution, which is very important. That was in 2021. And it is from there that we picked the issue of exposure of plastic bottle drinks under the sunlight, which we believe that it is dangerous to people's health. And from next year, we'll be taking a very serious action on it to enjoin people selling plastic bottle drinks, even the manufacturers as well, to stop them or to give them an idea of selling dummies to people that are putting all these plastic bottle drinks under the sunlight to protect consumers in Lagos State. Also, we talked about the issue of fair digital finance, which has to do with banking and finance. A whole lot of people have been complaining about making transactions online and not getting value for their money. Till date, the agency, as part of the effort in ensuring satisfaction of consumers in Lagos State, have recovered a sum of 172,605,484 naira 59 kobo and $30,250. This is outright compensation and refund of payment for return of substandard goods, products, and service for various categories of consumers in Lagos State, which includes automobiles. The agency has been able to recover over 38 million naira for breach of consumer rights where people bought vehicles that are substandard from some automobile companies. And not only that the manufacturers were able to listen to us because they know that consumers do have rights, they were able to refund the money without any hassles. On banking and finance, the agency has been able to recover a total sum of 13 million naira from various banks on the issue of using POS and the issue of making transactions, because they will tell you that you compromised, and we will tell them that the money moved from somewhere to another person's account, and that person's whose the money is lying there should be held responsible. It is the duty of the bank to protect its customers, who we call consumers. And in Lagos State, we continue to tell you that consumers are kings and all the rights to be protected by Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency. Also, on the issue of electricity, the agency do have monthly pally with all the discos in Lagos, that is the Ikeja disco and the Eco disco. The agency has been able to recover for consumers the sum of 28,466,414 naira and 83 kobo through credit adjustment from IKDC, and a total of 7,025,855 naira 33 kobo from Eco disco. What are we saying? Consumers are kings. You only need to lodge your complaints at the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency. And we can assure you, because our amiable and indefatigable Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, has made it very clear there is zero tolerance for breach of consumers in Lagos State. And no matter who else it's got, consumers in Lagos State will be protected. Keep growing. We've received a number of 6,244 complaints. 5,900 of those complaints supposed to be under warranty for 3 years, and that vehicle so those products, if they are not defective, ordinarily should last for the period for which they were made. There have been cases where people do go to supermarkets or grocery stores. That is part of the consumer education. Ensure that you check very well, because much as consumers do have rights, they do have responsibilities as well. It behoves on you as a consumer to check very well whatever you're buying, and also ensure that you get receipts for the products you bought. Peradventure, there's a case of breach of consumer rights. There are situations where, because the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency offer free and quality services, all thanks to Mr. Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Please, I want a round of applause for him, sir. Where we are not able to resolve cases amicably in our office, we refer such matters to court. And till date, we've been able to seal some supermarkets that are selling expired products. And we want to say it out there to people. This is the ember period. We are coming close to the end of the year. Please watch very well what you buy out there and ensure that you check the product information, like the date it was manufactured, the day it will expire, and especially check if it has NAFDAC number. Where cases were not able to resolve amicably, we have a designated court whereby the matter will be speedily addressed. Also, we have been able, on the issue of supermarkets, we've been able to get the fines, made them pay fines to the tune of 11,600,000 naira. And the agency also have conducted 36 major laboratories investigation on consumable products, with the outcome serving as eye-opener to the agency. Because there are sometimes some recalcitrant manufacturers will bring out their products during this period to sell, and most of them, even if they have expiry date, maybe they are yet to expire, you will discover that some of them are actually bad because of handling or any other issue. But we are saying Lagosians must not be poisoned because of negligence of either manufacturers or traders as well. To date, we're much convinced that some people, most of us here, or some of us here, are not really aware of the Lagos State Consumer Protection or what we do. But it is a continuous sensitization to the public, and we will continue to enlighten the public. And also, we enjoin you to please, out there, watch what you buy and ensure that you comply. As a consumer too, you have responsibility to check whatever you're buying. Yes, the agency has also been able to establish offices in some local governments, the Ikoyi-Obalende LCDA, the Badagry local government, Bariga LCDA, Ikorodu LCDA, and lastly, Ojo local government. And we want to use this medium to plead with other local government chairmen and LCDA chairmen to please, for us to bring La Scopa closer to the people, they should be able to give us offices to operate. Because we say, in line with Mr. Governor's team's agenda when it comes to health, it's only a healthy citizenry that can actually ensure that the economy is run successfully. At this point, I would like to say thank you for listening to me, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Please, can we applaud Mr. Sholebo Esquire once again? We thank you very much, especially for letting us know that we do have rights as consumers in Lagos State and anywhere you are. We thank you very much. Mr. Governor, ably represented. The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, ably represented. The President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, all cuts duly extended. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in time, we will be taking a goodwill message. And the goodwill message will be coming from none other than the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please, could you welcome his representative, Ambassador Bolaji Akinremi. Can we applaud the Honorable Minister?
Ẹ káàsán gbogbo ilé o, ṣàlàáfíà la bá yín o, ṣára le, Olúwa máa wà pẹ̀lú wa o. Mo kí yín kú oríire òní o, a ó ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ rẹ̀ o. Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of Lagos State. The host of this event, the President of LCC High, Asiwaju Michael Olawale Cole, and the Executive of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, members of the organized private sector, Excellencies, members of diplomatic community, representatives of NASIMA, MAN, and other stakeholders, captains of industry, and of course, all other guys and people that have been recognized by our very ebullient MC. And I think we should put a round of applause for her. It is a great honor for me to give this remark on behalf of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Geoffrey Oyema, who is unavoidably absent at this event, and has asked that I represent the ministry. This closing ceremony is very important to us in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs because the Lagos International Trade Fair is a flagship of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and this is the eye of Nigeria. So I congratulate Otumba Michael Olawale Cole and all the executive. I also like to congratulate Lagos State for their day today and to wish Lagos State all the best. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we are connected to this event in the sense that we did not just circulate the information when we received it from the chambers. We also directed our missions abroad to publicize this event. And I'm particularly happy. Thank you. I'm happy that we have a lot of representation from foreign companies and foreign countries today. I trust that next year will be better and bigger. Indeed, Lagos is the center of excellence. The theme of this year's edition of Lagos International Trade Fair, which is connecting businesses, creating value, resonates very well with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as its duty is to market Nigeria to the whole world. Like foreign relations, the theme underscores the importance of relationship and networking, like nations, like businesses. The purpose is to create wealth and prosperity for the people. We in the diplomatic service know the value of interactions. Just like interaction between producers, service providers, and the end user, I believe this is the cardinal objective of the trade fair. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs shared the joy of a meaningful interaction at this fair. Likewise, the ministry is collaborating with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Commerce, for example, to review the National Trade Policy, which was last reviewed in 2002, so it can respond to the dynamics and new realities of the global trade system in terms of the evolution of global production networks and global value chain. Likewise, my ministry is putting effort together with the Ministry of Commerce, now Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, to produce the first ever Nigeria investment policy. The global economic conditions have been very challenging, even as nations are recovering from COVID-19 pandemic and now navigating through the shocks from the geopolitical tensions of the Russia-Ukraine war. There are also the shocks of climate change in form of devastating floods across Nigeria and other parts of the globe. While the Nigerian economy has recorded some impressive growth figures, this year showing a sustained recovery of the economy, there are heightening fears of recession, food insecurity, and more climate change impacts. However, investors have to continue to demonstrate resilience and determination to forge ahead despite these challenges. I therefore commend the LCCI for a strong confidence in the Nigerian economy and they believe that it will meet its growth target for this year. I enjoy the LCCI to continue in the right path as it has chosen to organize trade missions, attending trade fairs abroad, more importantly, organizing specialized exhibitions and several business events that are many supporting trade and commerce in the Nigerian economy. In many ways, the LCCI demonstrated commitment to the vision of the current administration of President Muhammadu Buhari in respect of economic diversification, self-reliance, It recognizes the imperative of non-oil sector development and the need to add value to primary product in order to improve earnings for both the public and private sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in this connection, I employ LCCI to continue to join hands with government to do a lot more in attracting more private capital into the Nigerian economy. On its part, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in collaboration with other stakeholders, has organized this year alone, 2022, several business and investment fora from Brazil to Burundi, Botswana to Canada, Egypt to Ireland, Indonesia to Italy, South Korea, France, United States of America, and other parts. Likewise, the federal government will continue to ensure that our economic and investment policies are right and our institutions are investment friendly. Government is already fixing the structural and institutional policy and regulatory issues pending private sector development, impeding private sector development. Let me conclude by giving hint on the latest initiative of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in collaborating with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, known as the Nigeria Global Business Match Initiative, a digital platform that enables businesses and service providers all over the world to connect without any payment. It takes advantages of over 100 diplomatic missions manned by Nigerian diplomatic agents to supervise and verify information uploaded on this platform so as to guarantee that users are genuine. Businesses and services matchmaking had never been this easier. Thank you. For more information as I close, please log on to the website on ngbm.foreignaffairs.gov.nigeria. Thank you very much for your attention. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live Lagos Chamber of Commerce. Thank you all.
Please can we applaud Ambassador Balaji Akinremi, representing the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Geoffrey Onyema. We thank you very much, sir. Mr. Governor, ably represented. The Honorable Minister, ably represented. Members of the Lagos State House of Assembly here present. The President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. All cuts is duly extended. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lagos, and indeed we're celebrating the Lagos State Day at the Lagos International Trade Fair. Therefore, I will not let it pass, but recognize some of our distinguished personalities from Lagos State who are here. Now we pride ourselves with a formidable workforce that is not rivaled anywhere in Nigeria. And that's because we have a formidable Ministry of Establishments, Training, and Pension. I'd like to let you know that during COVID, this was one of the most active ministries in Lagos State, because all through that period, there was virtual training for all members of staff. It never stopped. Courtesy of the brain behind that ministry, the Honorable Commissioner for Establishments, Training and Pensions in Lagos State. Please welcome with me, with a round of applause, Mrs. Ajibola Bonley. I thought the women in blue were going to sing for her. Oh, okay. They said they will do that. Of course, we have a body of permanent secretaries here present. I already see seated the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Mrs. Tokumbo Emokpae. If you want anything in agriculture, log on to her number. it's in the public space. Please, can you stand up for recognition, ma? We thank you. Can you applaud her? Now, if Lagos is not moving, that means this man is still sleeping. But I know that he is never sleeping. And that's why Lagos will keep moving in terms of traffic flow. He is the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Mr. Hafiz, Engineer Hafiz Toriola. You see how he dressed. So when you see him in the midst of all those boys, Danfo drivers, you won't recognize him. He does not fight them, but he talks sense to them. We thank you very much. At this point in time, all courtesies duly extended. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be going on to remarks and presentation of plaques. And to do that, I'd like to invite the man that I call the RSVP of the Lagos International Trade Fair. During the opening ceremony, I referred to him as the man that will pass as the oldest in this hall. And that's because of his gray hair. Because of his gray hair. And if I say that he's even older than the president of the chamber, nobody will fault me. Because when you see him, the gray hair tells a story. He is none other than the chairman of the Trade Promotion Board of LCCI. Please can you applaud with me as I welcome to the microphone Engineer Leye Kupoluyi. The women in blue, they've attributed that gray hair to Iwe. You understand? Please applaud him once again.
Thank you very much. You are giving us the meaning why all the judges, all the baristas, the learned people, always even buy white ear in order to show that they are learning. Thank you very much. When I was told I had to make a remark for keeping you here for 10 days, what other remark can I make other than to thank you and express my gratitude for giving us this kind of attention in the last 36 years. I would like to begin not without the protocol, because I know protocol has been established, and that protocol was so strong that all of us here can stand on that protocol without the protocol breaking. I have to appreciate people, and I will start by the man that did the opening ceremony. Just an appreciation to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Muhammad Buhari, GFR, for declaring open the fair for 10 days. And he was ably represented by the friend of the family, then former governor of Ekiti State and the Minister for Trade and Industry. He was here with us hours before we even started, even when he had other things to do. How patient he was. The governor of Lagos State took time to stay with us throughout, and he did the needful. He walked around the whole venue. Though this is not, it's my own way of expressing our gratitude to him and the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, who is always in all our events. That is Mrs. Lola Akande. We appreciate the sustained interest of Lagos State Government for Lagos International Trade Fair, and for government for being consistent, for hosting us. I mean, for being a host along with us. How can we do this without appreciating, first and foremost, all our founding fathers that are here, the chairman of our BOT and former president of the chamber, our Baba that is here, Mr. Odeyemi, and all our past presidents that are here, from Alhaji Remi Bello and Mr. Tokima Bogunje. The president has sent me Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawaleko. He was the co-chairman of all this that you are seeing. I'm just representing his face, but without, with right here, that it doesn't carry. The deputy president, the two deputy presidents, took time to have a lot of function here. All those things I couldn't do, they did it rightly. Mr. Kunun, you handle all the foreign people that came. Mr. Idaosa, my immediate chairman, and now the deputy president, did those things that people like us cannot do. One thing was so special this year. I cannot recall that many national items that was sung here, but I know more than 15 national items, because they were here all, not just Africa, from every continent of the world. The diplomatic corps are here, one by one, from Asia to America, from America to Europe. And more importantly, all the African countries that are here and their diplomatic missions that are here, we appreciate you. But there was a solemn promise that they gave to us that they will all be here come 3rd of November 2023 to 12th of November 2023. What can I say? We are a tenant here. TBS management, they cooperated, and the Cricket Federation of Nigeria, they did the same. Can we control traffic here without last month? Last month did a great job. We thank every other one, the Nigerian police, my brother, the Navy, with their fast finger. The Lagos Central Business, Road Safety Corps, and all other agencies. When I say agency, the agency you don't see, the agency of security, all of them were here. More importantly, those who partner with us, MTN, appraising, because they believe in what we are doing. Appraising changed their headquarters from Cairo to Lagos. Everyone, all the major people of Appraising, they were with us here. I say thank you very much, Appraising. A particular bank had believed in what we are doing for the last 4 years. United Bank for Africa. The Bank of Wise Men and Women too. United Bank for Africa were with us. Dangote, Choice International, MTN, Bank of Industry, Pradam International Limited, Meccano, LifeMate Furniture, and Nexim. Now we are going into, for those other countries that came, we are going into the presentation of award for all of them that I've mentioned. One by one, we calling all of them one by one. Before we do that, I would like to make some tribute to my colleague. I immediately making the award. I'd like my colleague to come up here, one by one, the member of Trade Promotion Board, that will have to do the traditional thing of thanking all our exhibitors, all the visitors, and our president will lead us. Thank you very much.
The band, please, can we have light music even while we have the Trade Promotion Board? All the members coming up, please. Can we please applaud them even as they step? Please come up onto the podium. Please let us applaud them. Let us applaud them. The band, please let's applaud them. Yes. At this point, I'd like to respectfully invite the man that Engineer Kukolui has been representing. I'm talking about the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale C-O-N, as he steps forward. Please, can we applaud them? And while Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale is appreciating members of the Trade Promotion Board, I recognize the presence of the Lagos State Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Engineer Tayo Bankoshe Martins. You're very welcome, sir. I also have here present the SA to Mr. Governor on Agriculture. He is particularly concentrating on ensuring that everyone in Lagos and Nigeria gets to eat very good and cheap rice come December. Dr. Fashola, you're very welcome, sir. We thank you for being here. Can you please applaud the Trade Promotion Board of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry? I can't hear your applause. If indeed you have had a wonderful 10 days, can we applaud them more resoundingly? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, the band. Thank you. Mr. Governor, ably represented. The Honorable Minister, ably represented. All other courtesies extended. Ladies and gentlemen.
Auntie.
At this point, we will start with the award presentation for our distinguished individuals and indeed organizations, but not without me recognizing and welcoming the essay to Mr. Governor on Special Duties, Honorable Mobola. Where are you, sir? Hello. The Consul General of Italy, Ugo Boni. You're very welcome. We thank you for being here. Thank you. At this point, we'd like to start from our headline sponsor who have done so much for us and indeed a pride to Nigeria and Africa as a whole. I'd like to invite to please present this award on behalf of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, ably represented by Ambassador Balaji Akiremi, and of course, the President of our Chamber will be joining him. Ambassador, sir, we need you to present this award to our headline sponsor. Please can we applaud the United Bank for Africa, UBA. Can we applaud the United Bank for Africa? The United Bank for Africa, where's the representative? Are you here? UBA. Okay. We have our strategic partner of the fair. Strategic partner of the fair, Dangote Nigeria Limited. Can we applaud Dangote? The representative of Dangote, are you here? Yes, he is. Please applaud him as he comes up to the podium. Strategic partner of the fair. Okay, Dangote. I'd also like, is Dangote here now? Is Dangote here? Okay. Congratulations. Not all men is receiving it on behalf of Dangote. Next is Africa Hall Gold sponsor. Africa Hall Gold sponsor. And the winner is Africa Export Imports Bank. Africa Export Imports Bank. And the representative is here. Can we applaud her as she steps up to the podium? Is the representative of African Export-Import Bank here? No. We move on now to the title sponsor of the fair, Green Air Conditioner. Green Air Conditioner. Title sponsor of the fair is the representative of Green Air Conditioners here. Okay. Official partner of the fair, Fadan Investment Limited, is the representative of Fadan here. I think all of them are still held up at the fairground, doing a lot of very brisk business. And of course, the gold sponsor of the fair is BOI, Bank of Industry. Bank of Industry, the representative, Bank of Industry, are you here? We move on now to the tech company of the fair, MTN Nigeria. MTN Nigeria is the representative of MTN here. Multi-product partner. MTN is not here. I know that they have a very big stand at the fair, and they are doing a lot to connect with the other parts of the world. Multi-product partner, Mycano International Limited. Are you here? Lanyard sponsor is LifeMate Furniture. LifeMate Furniture. Are you here, representative? And the food partner of the fair, Dufil, makers of Indomie noodles. Dufil, makers of Indomie noodles. You can hear the applause from the mothers that Indomie noodles saves the day for them. We thank you. The bronze partner of the fair, Federal Inland Revenue Service. Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS. The bronze partner, 11 PLC. Are you here? Special sponsor, the Rock Empire. The Rock Empire. Food and beverage partner, Right Foods. Oh, okay. The Rock Empire. Please, can we have the plaque for the Rock Empire, special sponsor? Can we applaud Rock Empire? Right Foods. Please get the plaque ready for Right Foods. They're also here. Right Foods, can we applaud Right Foods for the food and beverage partner? Thank you. Right Foods, can we applaud Right Foods? That's Right Foods. Food and beverage partner. Thank you. We thank you, the Honorable Minister, ably represented. Thank you. We thank you very much. We thank you, the Honorable Minister. Sir, the President, you can't leave yet because we still have some others. Thank you, the Honorable Minister. At this point, I'd like to invite the representative of Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, in person of the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos, Mrs. Sherifat Folashade Jaji, to please do us the honor of giving out the last set of awards.
Olúwadá mama sí fún wa, mama oh mama oh mama oh. Olúwadá mama sí fún wa.
In that award category, the most consistent foreign exhibitor Japan External Trade Organization, JETRO. JETRO, can we applaud them? The representative of JETRO. Congratulations, JETRO. We welcome the Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Oshuolale Aremu Babatunde Akiolu, ably represented by a retinue of white cap chiefs, led by the Okpelua of Lagos, Chief Litf Ajose Kabiesi. We welcome you and we thank you for being here. JETRO, congratulations. And moving on, the country with the highest number of exhibitors in African whole is Ghana. Can we applaud Ghana? The representative of that great nation, Ghana. Can we have you, please?
I feel the pain. I feel the pain. When I'm so, yeah. I feel the pain. I feel the pain. I feel the pain. I feel the pain. When I'm so, yeah. I feel the pain.
Also, I'd like to invite the government agency with most colorful special day, and that is the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC. The representative of the NCC, are you here? Yes, sir. Are you? Yes. Can we applaud the NCC? Also, that's the NCC representative. The exhibitor with most magnificent outdoor stand, Scan Frost. Scan Frost. Yes, Scan Frost is here. Congratulations. You can please start coming up. And of course, the most consistent domestic exhibitor, Fedan Investment Limited. Are you here? The representative of Fedan, are you here? Okay. And Fedan is not here. Company with the most colorful special day, Mike Cano. Scan, please, can you come up? Magnificent outdoor stand. Congratulations, Scan Frosts. Mike Cano, are you here? Is the representative of Mike Cano here? And very quickly, before Mr. Governor will take his seat, I'd also like to invite Mekio and St. Nicholas Hospital. Yes. Mikio. Can we applaud him? Congratulations. Mikio is our health partner. St. Nicholas Hospital. Where's the representative of St. Nicholas? St. Nicholas Hospital. Okay, she's also here. Another of our health partners, St. Nicholas Hospital. Can we please applaud? St. Nicholas Hospital, very quickly. Our business partner, CBD, are you here? Representative of CBD? Okay. That's St. Nicholas, our health partner. We thank you, Mr. Governor, ably represented by the SSG. We thank you, the LCCI President, and we thank you, the Chairman of the Trade Promotion Board. We thank you very much. Can we please applaud them? At this point in time, we will be having our cultural display. The cultural display. And indeed, it's always an interesting time to see them perform. And while they're coming, I recognize the representative of the Managing Director of the Lagos State Waste Management Agency, Mr. Ibrahim Odumboni, ably represented by Mr. Kemi Sulaiman. We thank you for being here. A cultural troupe, you have 5 minutes for this wonderful performance. The cultural troupe. Can we please applaud him?
Kábíyèsí o. Ẹ̀rù ọba ni mo bà, ọba tó bí àrò oṣù àrí o. Níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀je, sọ́ba níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀fà, èmi ò rọ́bà fi o. Àrọ́bà fi lọ́ba pa òjàre. Gbogbo ọmọ Èkó mo ní ẹ máa jẹ́ mi ní gbèjègbèjọ. Èkó ẹ̀rí o, Èkó àkété ìlú ọgbọ́n, arọ́ mi sá lẹ́gbẹ́ arọ́ dẹ́dẹ́ mọ̀dá. Lẹ́tú ọ̀sà lọ sí Èkó ọmọ oníbú owó yalumọ́. Ẹ̀rí o, Èkó mọ́dé tálàngẹ́rẹ́ tí sáré jalẹ́sẹ̀ méjì lọ lóhun yóò rán pálájáre tí omi mo tẹ́sẹ̀ ibodò mo tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ̀fọ̀. Èkó àkété ìlú ọgbọ́n o, àròmísá lẹ́gbẹ́ àrò dẹ́dẹ́ mọ̀dá òkun lọ́tún ọ̀sà lọ́sì. Èkó ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ ológun kútere àṣà lóògùn òsà ní ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ má ṣe kútere òsà ògbòbí kútere gborí ẹ̀yin lọ ẹ̀sùn gbólé ọmọ àtùpàdù gànràn wọ́n tún ṣe ìjọni lọ́wọ́ wọ́n fi ìbànú ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ oṣù pálí àní ògùn ẹni ọwọ́ ẹ̀ bá tó ẹni kọ́wọ́ bàbá ńlá bàbá yóò lọ tún ṣe àwọn ìdúlé wọ́n wọjà wọn rìn gbẹ̀ndẹ́kẹ́ ọ̀bùn wọjà wọn pa ṣíọ̀ṣíọ̀ ọ̀bùn ṣíọ̀ṣíọ̀ ní òrẹ́rù àfíjú wọlé ní bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ Èkó ọmọ àgbà ó sí nílùú ìlú bàjẹ́ o balẹ̀ ilé kú ilé dahoro. Èkó
please can we applaud him?
máa dá kọjọkọjọ nínú rẹ bàbá lágbára Elédùmarè ọba gbogbo wa pátápátá àdélébárè ànínàkórè àkòyà.
Can we applaud him please? Thank you very much.
ọ̀sẹ̀ kábíyèsí o.
Thank you.
kábíyèsí o. kábíyèsí o. kábíyèsí o. kábíyèsí o. kábíyèsí o. kábíyèsí o. forí adé o. gbogbo ọmọ Èkó lágbára Elédùmarè ọba rẹ̀ ikú òwá nífilé ìwàsóde àrùn onífilé ìwàsódẹ̀dẹ̀ òrèrè sí pa ọ́ lẹ́nu òní pa ilẹ̀ fún láyé ẹ̀ ní báwọn jọ́bùrì wọ́n bá wọn jí ọmọ aráyé ọmọ wa nífẹ̀ẹ́ ló ń jẹ àrídùnnú wa òní níbàjẹ́ lọ́lá Elédùmarè ọba ire owó ire ọmọ ire àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọrọ̀ nìkọ́ máa dé bá ọ̀pọ̀ wá ẹ̀rí òkú oríire òní oríire tá a ṣe lẹ́nìí kò ní dìbàjẹ́ lọ́lá Elédùmarè ọba rẹ̀ àṣẹ dúmọ́dún ní ìṣàwọ̀ aṣọ dúmọ́dún aṣọ́rọ̀ mọ́rọ̀ ní ìṣàwọ̀ aṣọ́rọ̀ mọ́rọ̀.
Please let us applaud him.
àpèjú sẹ̀mí lọ́lá Elédùmarè ọba ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àṣẹ yìí ṣàmọ́dún àṣẹ ọdún àṣeyí ṣàmọ́dún ọdún ayọ̀ láàmú ṣe lọ́lá Olúwa ọba.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Governor, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos, the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, ably represented, all courtesies duly extended, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go to the next item on the program, which is a very, very important one, I saw coming in, and I'm still trying to locate where she's seated, a former member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, at various times was the Chairman House Committee on Judiciary, Public Petitions, and LASIEC. And at another point in time, she was the Chairman House Committee on Information Strategy and Security. Please can you applaud with me, even as I crave her indulgence to stand for recognition, Honorable Adefumilayo Tejusho. Okay. We welcome this very fine lawmaker into our midst this afternoon. With that, it is now the turn of a man who I told you earlier at the commencement of this program that at various times he had been a member of the Lagos State Executive Council, an honorable commissioner for economic planning and budget, at another time, honorable commissioner for works and infrastructure. Under his watch, Lagos State achieved greatly so many things, not just about works and infrastructure, but during his tenure, the IGR of the state was increased. I don't know how to calculate it. I always tell members of the chamber that the only reason why I'm doing this job is because I was a complete wreck when it comes to mathematics. Maybe that was why God decided that I must marry an accountant. And by marrying that accountant, it has not been easy. You know, you don't spend money anyhow. You must account for each kobo that you spend. I'm sure Yeye Shiwaju here, she will understand my emotion, the feeling that I'm going through. Right now, I said I want to enter trade fair. Somebody sent me a WhatsApp message. Madam, you have exhausted your allowance for this month. So think twice before you marry an FCA. It comes with a price. But I'd like to welcome a man that I said is one of very many parts, served Nigeria in so many capacities. At one point in time, he was the president of a British Chamber of Commerce here in Nigeria. And another time, in the Student Union, a formidable voice. If you call him a comrade, you won't be amiss. A former president of the national body of the Alumni Association of Unilag. Great Akokites, are you here? Okay, I can feel you. Even the Honorable Permanent Secretary, Transportation. Oh God, don't raise your hand again. Let's keep it down. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this occasion, we must listen to the address by the president of the foremost and the biggest Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Africa, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Asiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, C-O-N. Can I hear your applause?
At a time like this, you start such an event like this with thanksgiving to God. So, to me, first and foremost, I acknowledge the Almighty God who had made today possible. Let me also acknowledge my brother and friend, the governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is here represented by my very, very good sister. My sister over 30 years. We were together I was in finance, not economic planning. But it was ministry, it was finance and economic planning together. But now they are two different ministries. She was with me in Ministry of Finance when I was commissioner in 92. My dear sister, we thank you for your life. You are ever looking as you were in 92 when I knew you in Lagos State. It's grace of God, Mrs. Folashade Jaji, representative of the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, my good friend, Ambassador Bolaji Akinremi. I also acknowledge many other distinguished people who are here present, the Special Advisor to the Governor on Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Engineer Biola Okonlawon Moshood Olowu. I must, of course, acknowledge the ministry in charge of programs like this, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Mrs. Adetutu Oluremi Ochosoya. But I know I saw my sister here, they've not put her name there, the Commissioner for Establishment, Pensions, Training, and all the like. My dear sister, Ms. Ajibola Konle, I recognize you. There's so many big people who are here. I will struggle to do a bit of recognition before I stand on protocol already very well established. We have here also a number of members of the State Executive Council who are here present, members of the Diplomatic Service who are here. I cannot forget my KBC, my good friend, brother, and daddy. I love KBC with passion. Tell KBC. Please clap for KBC, the Oba of Lagos. I will recollect when I was the chair of this body, of this trade fair, about 8-10 years ago. He was the Oba who came along with the governor Ambode to open the trade fair then. And thank you very much. I told him he has to be here at KBC, and he was here long before the fair started. So I thank you, KBC. With this team of people, the white cap chiefs of Lagos, these are the powerful people of Lagos. They are here led by Chief Latif Aderibigbe Ajose, the Opolu of Lagos. My brother was there before. I also know he's doing his anniversary very shortly, 25th anniversary, 27th anniversary. So we thank God for his life. Yes, there are so many other friends from Africa. I acknowledge all of you, ministers, deputy ministers, and very top officials. Let me also acknowledge my predecessors in office. Before then, Mr. Deputy President, Mr. Gunot Umre, MFR, you acknowledge, sir. Thank you. Then Mr. Gabriel Idahosa, FCA, you acknowledge, sir. My chairman, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Chamber, Chief J.A. Odoyemi, MFR, you acknowledge, sir. Eshekwa Marimbasao. We are building on the legacies that people like you have established from our first African president in 1929, Mr. Thomas. The legacy you handed over to us is what we have continued to build upon. I also acknowledge my sister. I think she's left. She was here much earlier. She didn't know it's now 1 o'clock as against 11, which was changed by Lagos State because they said they can't do their own closing until 1 o'clock. So we have to move this program to 1 o'clock. Chief Mrs. Nika Konde, CON. She was here very, very early today. I cannot forget my dear brother and friend, who happens to have just handed over as governor of Rotary International for our district 910, Alhaji Remi Bello FCA, also our past president. Oh, I could see some vice presidents here, Mrs. Bakare, and many other who are here, honorary life vice presidents who are here. Yes. So I cannot forget people like you who are here to grace this occasion. The last I want to mention at this category is that of the lady that handed over to me last year, December. Immediate past president, Ms. Toki Baboguje, your acknowledgement. Other vice presidents here present, vice president and chairman of Triple Promotion Board, Engineer Laye Kupoluyi. We also have here Mrs. Bamidele Daramola FCA, another vice president, members of council, and to play safe, to ensure that I have a key to enter the house, I must acknowledge my wife, Adebola Olawale Cole, who in her own right is the daughter of a former honorary life vice president of Lagos Chamber, Chief Ibi Adebowale. So in her own right, she's a chamber lady in her own right. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I do hope that our exhibitors know that I really recognize them, because if they are not here, it would not have been a good day at all. Let me start by appealing to all those who are here who are not members of SCCI to please take advantage and join. SCCI is the oldest chamber, having been established in the year 1888. We are 134 years old this year. We are the oldest, thank you. Clap if you want to clap. Clap if you want to clap, yes. Thank you. We are the oldest chamber in Africa, if you take away South Africa. The one there is just a few years older than the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. But we have been acknowledged as the most vibrant chamber of commerce in Africa. So we are not just old, we are also very vibrant. So I want to appeal to businesses who are here that are not part of us yet. Come and join the place where you have 27 trade groups that can help to build your businesses and give you right connections and networking opportunities. It is to me very, very heartwarming to welcome you all to this Lagos State Special Day at the ongoing current year Lagos International Trade Fair, LITF, and also to the official closing ceremony of the 36th edition of the Lagos International Trade Fair. This fair was being done before by the federal government, handed over to Lagos Chamber, being the only chamber of commerce at that time to be around. Nasima is 60 years old. Nasima was midwifed. We gave birth to Nasima from SCCI. If you hear of Nasima as the umbrella, yes. But they were given birth to by SCCI. So when federal government thought of handing over to the private sector, Nasima was there. And that's why we are still doing this with consistency since we have taken over. It is to the glory of God that the exciting events and business interactions of the past 10 days at this fair has come to a successful end. We are now on the threshold of drawing the curtain on this great annual event. We are very grateful to the Almighty God for sparing our lives to witness the memorable event and for making the fair a huge success. I won't deceive you, it's not easy. It's never been easy to organize a fair as big as this in this environment. You have to battle with a lot of things, cost. To organize this, you need quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money. If not for our sponsors, I wonder how we'll have coped. So I want to thank all our sponsors for being there for us. Let me acknowledge the remarkable cooperation and support received from all concerned, as well as peace that prevailed since the beginning of the event 10 days ago. It is heartwarming to note that participants had rewarding business interactions during the fair. I commend and appreciate their resilience and optimism, because it takes a lot of optimism, believing in Nigeria, to come and do this fair here this year under the uncertainties all around us in the area of security. It is our hope also that governments at all levels will continue to address the issues of enabling environment in the country, especially as regards infrastructures, insecurity, and right policies to fix the key drivers of high inflation. We also need to do this in order to fully harness the huge enterprising resources of domestic and foreign investors for diversifying our economy and the welfare of our good people of Nigeria. I would like to thank His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, for honoring our invitation of this year for declaring the fair open on February the 4th, November, represented here by my very good friend and brother, the Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment, Otumba Niyi Adebayo, CON. May I also express appreciation to the Honorable Minister in his own right for the support he has always given to the Chamber. Distinguished friends of mine, you all are my friends. I want to thank especially the Governor of Lagos State, my good friend and brother, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Can you please applaud him, please? He becomes the second governor who will be here in person. The first was Ambode when I chaired the Trade Promotion Board, because Ambode and I, we worked together in Lagos State in 92 and 93 before I left Lagos State. So he was here live. And after him, we now had, on the 4th, we had a Governor Sanwo-Olu, and he spent with us good quality time. He went around the whole fair. He was, in fact, to me, it was a good campaign for him, because people were just shouting, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu. I mean, it was fantastic for him. So I was very proud he was here. And I told him, I said, well, I said, you have come. At least we have won the hearts of people, because he went at the whole place, and they were all just acclaiming him. So, my sister, please pass my words to him that I love him any day. He's a fantastic governor of the state. I'm from Lagos. I'm very, very proud of him. We applaud his position and commitment of Mr. Governor to the promotion of close collaboration between Lagos State government and the organized private sector in Lagos State. We also appreciate his inclusive approach to governance. I must also thank the Honorable Commissioner for Commerce, Industry, and Cooperatives, who was also here with him that day, they went around to gather the whole place. Honorable Mrs. Lola Akonde, for her continued support. Yes. Thank you. She's my very good sister and friend. I've known her from NIM before I came in here. So we are continuing our relationship. She's been very, very supportive to the chamber. She's given us support and encouragement. The organized private sector, OPS, shall stand solidly behind the state in its quest to actualize the recently launched development plan. I was there at the launching of the plan, and I've told them that Lagos Chamber of Commerce will be with them to see that that plan is well actualized and well implemented so that Lagos can grow bigger and bigger. If Lagos, out of 36 states, and Abuja, if we are contributing close to 30% of our GDP in Nigeria, that shows you how important Lagos is. Divide our GDP by 37. You know the figure? Then look at the Lagos alone taking close to 29%. So we have a duty to support Lagos to grow bigger and bigger so that we can continue to support Nigeria and make Nigeria a center of attraction in the world. I would like to express our profound gratitude also to the government agencies that provided useful, important services. We facilitated the staging of this current year fair. We especially appreciate the military, the police, the traffic control agencies, and all the paramilitary formations that supported the hosting of this fair. Let me also express our profound appreciation to our official partners and sponsors. They will be better acknowledged, they have been already acknowledged by the chairman of the Promotion Board when he came here earlier. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to place on record the impressive role played by the members of the Trade Promotion Board of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry under the able leadership of Engineer Laye Kupoluyi. Can they please be upstanding, please? I think you all fall out again. Please, I want to see all of you. Please face the people. Let them see those who have done this. For the second time, let them see you. There are more than this. Many others are still on the field, ensuring that things are well. Please, can you please clap for them, please? Okay. It's not easy. I passed through this almost a decade ago. It's a lot of sleepless nights. Thank you very much, Alaji. Thank you very much. God bless you. God will bless your home, bless your businesses, and will bless all things concerning you. Settled. In Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very much. Very much, yes. Thank you. And go. Thank you very much. Thank you. On behalf of Council of the Lagos Commerce and Industry, I thank the chairman and members of the board for their dedication, for their hard work, and for their sacrifice. I would also like to place on record our appreciation to the Secretariat of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. DG, are you here? Dr. Chinyere Almona, FCA, I'm sure they are all on the field. And all directors, they have all been, of course I've been with them right from the first day. I close with them, I'm here every day from 9 o'clock to 8 every day with all of them. We all close together and we all pray together before they go home to ensure that we have a conducive environment throughout the trade fair and beyond. I want to thank all management staff. They have been wonderful. On a closing note, this address, I wish to say that despite the numerous challenges that go with hosting a large exhibition like this. We have endeavored to ensure a hitch-free and successful fair. However, as in most human endeavors, there may have been some areas for improvement. We have taken note of such feedback into the strategy for the coming year's edition. We look forward to a better, bigger, and richer 2023 Lagos International Trade Fair, which will be holding from Friday, 3rd of November to Sunday, the 12th of November, 2023. I want to assure Lagos State Government, we had the presentation of the Lagos State Lekki Zone and the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency and all others who are not even here, that will work very closely with Lagos State Government to ensure that we support them to achieve the vision of the state government. It is in our interest, because the better you are, the better the environment. So, and easier it will be for our business people to do business, so we can do a lot of more business, make more money, make more profits, and pay more taxes, and also employ more people in Lagos State. So I want to assure you, those two bodies will link up with you shortly to see areas of collaboration that we can put in place to see that the agencies of government in Lagos are supported. We are already working with Lagos State Government. We are praying very shortly to have a convention and exhibition center in Lekki. Please clap for Lagos State. Lagos State already gave us a letter of commitment, and we have gone to inspect the area of land given to us last week. So we are hoping that very shortly we'll get things started. I want to assure you that with the current governor and with the SCCI, a lot of great things will happen. I want to assure before I leave office, we'll get a major action taken on that, because that's my own legacy project. And so when we can have that, we'll have a conducive environment for trade fair. We'll just be managing here over the years. It's not easy, because this is not a purpose, it's not a place built purposely for a trade fair and convention. You've been abroad, you see when you go abroad what is available. But we don't have any at all in Nigeria. This will be the first one, and it can only be in Lagos. This is Lagos. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Please can we applaud Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole, CON, more resoundingly. Wow, that was a huge one. That part in short, that indeed the Legacy Project will be a state-of-the-art convention and exhibition center located at Lekki. Can we applaud the president of the LCCI once again? Thank you very much, sir, and appreciate you for all that you're doing. Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by the Secretary to the State Government, the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Balaji Akinremi, all other courtesies extended at this event, ladies and gentlemen. After what we've heard from the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, who said the Lagos State government has given a letter of commitment to the chamber, noting that indeed that convention and exhibition center is doable. and they will do it. I think the Lagos State government deserves a round of applause. And one thing I can let you know and assure you about is that when Lagos decides to do anything, it doesn't do it in a small way. It will be the best in Africa, the biggest in Africa, because it's all about the foremost chamber in Africa, LCCI. And of course, I'd like to let you know that one of the people on the governor's team to make that happen, the essay on planning matters and GIS, Dr. Olajide Babatunde. Sir, I know that you would ensure that that is achievable. Can we applaud him? He thought we won't know that he has come, but he's one of the people that ensure that that letter saw the light of day. So that convention center, the president, it will be built. Therefore, I crave the indulgence of this gathering to applaud the man that is going to make it possible. A visionary leader, a man that walks the talk. Many people say he's a talk and do. And I said, well, the only people that will be talk and do will be the people that fear God, because he's the ultimate talk and do. This man is God-fearing. This man is committed to the good of all, particularly the cause of a greater, bigger, more resilient, more purposeful Lagos. The Lagos of your dream, the Lagos of our dream. Indeed, please welcome to give the keynote address and declare this trade fair closed, Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, through his representative, the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos, Mrs. Sherifat Folashade Jaji. Can I hear your applause, please? Can I hear your applause?
Sit down. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀yin ìyá wa o, a máa rí yín bá o. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́. Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ o, a máa rí yín bá o. I think it's been a very eventful and successful 10 days. Or is it 11 days? As the president of LCCI alluded to, that Mr. Governor was with us at the opening ceremony. He would have loved to be here, you know, but the exigencies of work did not permit him. That is why he has asked me to come and represent him. Even the deputy governor could have come, but he is presently at another, you know, event. So I apologize on behalf of Mr. Governor, who is unavoidably absent at this event. Thank you. So maybe, I don't know whether I should stand on the protocols established by the various, you know, previous speakers, so that I don't take too much of our time. But I want it on record that Mr. Governor likes to recognize everyone that is present at events, you know, because he doesn't like to take, you know, people's presence at events for granted. He appreciates it because without your presence, this event would not have been, a successful one. So please, I want to crave your indulgence to let me stand on the protocols that have been well established by the MC as well as the various other speakers. Thank you. Let me start by welcoming you all to this event, celebrating the Lagos State Day at this year's Lagos International Trade Fair, which is the closing ceremony. I wish to appreciate the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the organizers of this annual trade fair, for according Lagos State this privilege, which affords us the opportunity to showcase Lagos to the world. The Lagos International Trade Fair is the premier trade fair in Nigeria and the flagship of excellent trade and business exposition in the West African sub-region. I am aware that this event has been exceptional and remarkably successful, especially with a huge participation by many exhibitors and patronage by high-profile consumers, tourists, and visitors who thronged the fairground daily over the past 10 days. I applaud the organizers, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for putting up this great fair. I also congratulate the leadership of LCCI under the presidency of Asiwaju Dr. Olawale Ko, my dear Oga, for your commitment, resolve, diligence, and conscientiousness in sustaining the historical success of the Lagos International Trade Fair, even in the face of global economic constraints. I wish the Chamber many more prosperous years ahead. I must also commend the exceptional willpower of participants, especially the small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, whose level of participation at the annual exhibition has remained very strong despite the prevailing business environment. I strongly believe that business owners and investors have taken due notice of the essence of the theme of this year's fair, connecting businesses, creating value. It is a wake-up call for every entrepreneur because it is a potent strategy to grow a business and overcome the challenges prevailing in every business environment globally. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the celebration of the Lagos State Day is another opportunity for us to showcase investments and the modest strides we have achieved in our quest to improve our status as the most preferred destination for investment in Nigeria and Africa. I will take a moment to present the scorecard of our efforts towards enthroning a friendly business environment as well as showcasing investment opportunities available in the state. Without any doubt, the challenge of benchmarking the state against global best practices, making it a model for others to follow and growing it to become a befitting smart city that is comparable to any of its kind is a Herculean task, yet it is achievable. To this end, our administration has done a lot to improve the business environment through the implementation of business-friendly policies to improve the ease of doing business in the state, incentives, and our unrelenting commitment to infrastructural development and renewal. As I speak, construction works are ongoing in all parts of the state with the goal of creating a conducive environment for business, living, and leisure. Some of these are already facilitating intercity and interstate exchange of goods and services. The Lekki Deep Sea Port has been completed and commissioned to commence operation in 2023. Thank you. We have consciously made provision for land space for investors at Lekki Free Zone with 16,500 hectares and did the same at Berigbe in Ikorodu, also in Badagry, Ibejuleki, and other places for development. Thank you. The institutionalization of public-private engagement mechanism, tagged Lagos Corporate Assembly, has become a veritable platform for receiving inputs and feedback from members of the organized private sector on government policies and programs. Many of such inputs we received are being incorporated into our policies for improved business environment. Through the creation of Lagos State Export Promotion Committee to promote exportation of locally made products, our administration is working with various stakeholders to position products and services in the state for increased export. I am happy to note that our efforts are yielding the desired result, as Lagos has become a compelling brand that no investor or business can ignore. Thank you. Distinguished captains of industries, the realities of the time have placed on us the responsibility of creating and harnessing opportunities through improved private sector participation to accelerate economic growth, create more jobs for our teeming youths, and enhance our revenue generating capacity. We will continue to work hard and implement innovative and creative ideas driven by technology to meet your expectations and the aspirations of Lagosians for a greater Lagos that is functional, productive, safe, secure, and provides limitless opportunities for all. Once again, I want to appreciate the efforts of the President and the Board of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the introduction of a number of innovations in the packaging of this year's trade fair. On behalf of the good people of Lagos State, I thank you all for exploring the splendid aesthetics and warm hospitality we have offered to you over the past 10 days at this fair. I invite you to avail yourselves of the immense opportunities accruable from doing business in Lagos State, Nigeria's prime investment and industrial hub, and Africa's major fashion and entertainment destination. I look forward to seeing you all again at the next edition of the Lagos International Trade Fair. Thank you for your attention.
Please, can we applaud Mr. Governor through the SSG? The band, can we take it down, please?
Sorry, and on that note, I declare the 2022 Lagos Trade Fair closed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Band, thank you. Thank you. Can we all be seated, please? Thank you. We thank you very much, the band, for that great acknowledgement for the representative of Mr. Governor in person of the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos State, Mrs. Sharifat Folashade Jaji. We thank you very much, ma. Thank you. The ladies in blue, we appreciate you. Thank you. At this point in time, I'd like to let us know that the next item on the program is a formal vote of thanks. But before of course, we'll have the formal vote of thanks and the national anthem. But before we go to the trade fair ground to officially say bye-bye to the exhibitors, we will take a photograph session here, which is very important for us to keep records of what has transpired here today. Therefore, at this point, I'd like to invite to give a formal vote of thanks on behalf of the Lagos State Government, particularly the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and indeed the good people of Lagos. Please welcome to the microphone the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Industry, and Cooperatives. Can you please put your hands together for Mrs. Adetutu Oluremi Oshosoya, FCA. I can't hear your applause. Please keep applauding her.
Eshema. Thank you, ma. Eshema. 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 Thank you, ma. Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon, ma'ams. I bring greetings from the entire management and staff of Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, and from my Honorable Commissioner who is indisposed. She sent her greetings and she says a big word of appreciation. I am here to give a big vote of thanks on behalf of my ministry to the entire dignitaries present here. I want to respectfully request, while recognizing all my daddies and mommies, everyone that is important here, I want to respectfully request, because of exigence of time, to stand on the well-established protocol. It is with great honor and a deep sense of gratitude that I come here on behalf of the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, and the Special Advisor to Mr. Governor, Engineer Abiola Olowu, my Honorable Commissioner, Dr. Mrs. Honorable Lola Akonde, to say a big thank you to our Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, and our Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Amzat Kadiri, for their immense support that ensures the continuous participation of the state government at the yearly organized Lagos International Trade Fair. We are also very grateful for all our royal father that is ably represented by the White Cap Chiefs. We thank you, sirs, for being here today. The good gesture of Mr. Governor has availed Lagos MSMEs an opportunity to showcase their products and services at no cost inside the Lagos State Pavilion. And this has been a long-standing gesture from Lagos State government. We are grateful, sir. We express our heartfelt gratitude to our governor also for gracing this opening ceremony by being ably represented by our dear mother, our beloved mother and auntie, Mrs. Sherifat Folashade Jaji. We thank you very much, ma, for your care and support at all times. We must also place on record government's dogged commitment at creating enabling environment for businesses to thrive in the state, as well as the unshakable interest and backing of the ministry at all times. The ministry recognizes all members of the Lagos State House of Assembly here present, both present and honorable members that are here, particularly our Chairman House Committee on Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Honorable Yusuf. We appreciate members of the State Executive Council here present and members of the body of permanent secretaries. We thank you all for always identifying with the ministry at all times. The ministry also recognizes all our business member organization groups, the NCPC, and every other dignitaries that are here. We feel mostly gratified to acknowledge the leadership of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, under the leadership of Ashiwaju Dr. Michael Olawale Cole. We recognize you, sir, and we recognize your beloved wife and all the organizers of the fair. We thank you for your regular collaboration with the state towards improving the business environment and making it more investment friendly. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate the presence of various business organization membership, BMOs, organized private sector, OPS, barons and captains of commerce and industry here present, and the cream of distinguished and eminent personalities from all walks of life for your assiduous and tireless support to promote businesses in Lagos State and for contributing to making Lagos the center of excellence at all times. Thank you very much, sirs. We wish to thank you, the gentlemen and ladies of the press, for covering this program extensively and tirelessly. Your contribution is noteworthy and highly commendable. We are graciously appreciative of the team spirit showcased by members of staff of the Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives Ministry for putting all hands on deck to ensure the success of this year's Lagos State Day. I greet you all, my team members. Thank you very much. Finally, to Almighty God, the immortal, invisible, everlasting, and only wise God, be all the glory, honor, and praises for making today's event a grand success. The ministry and myself wish you all safe journey to your respective destinations. Please note that the closing ceremony of the fair proper will commence immediately after this celebration of the... Oh, I'm sorry. It's been closed. We just want to appeal that we visit the pavilions after the closing ceremony. Thank you all, and God bless you all, sir. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Very quickly now, Mr. Governor, we want to respectfully invite you, the President of the Chamber, the SA to Mr. Governor, and indeed all our front row guests for a quick photograph session. Please, Mr. Governor, ably represented. Do you want, photographers, do you want us up on the stage or we can stay here? Please let us stay here because of the screen. We can just stay down here. Can we please come up on stage? Let's come up on stage. Please let us come up on stage.
Handsome plus money, surely but you are gone.
Please, can we turn off the screen? Can we turn off the screen?
Let
us turn off the screen so that it won't flare, please.
Ṣọ́lẹ̀bọ̀ Ìkòròdú rọ̀gà èlùkù mẹ́dẹ́mẹ́dẹ́. Ṣọ́mọ bóun lẹ́nu mi dáadáa. Ṣọ́lẹ̀bọ̀ ìyọ̀nba alára ṣe ọ̀bẹ nílé alára.
Please, let's quickly have this photograph. And of course, while we just take it down a little bit. Immediately after the photographs are taken, we will take the national anthem before Mr. Governor, ably represented by the SSG, will proceed to go and visit the Lagos Pavilion.
Ayajaji, beauty mama tiwani. Ìwọ máa lára ṣe wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ nílé alára.
Thank you very much. Thank you. At this point in time, Mr. Governor, I'll just crave your indulgence. Please, Mr. Governor, all courtesies extended. Can we just settle down now as we will take the national anthem? Let us wait for Mr. Governor to return to his seat. Immediately, Mr. Governor returns to his seat. Through his representative, we will take the national anthem. Thank you. Can we please just stand at attention? We will be taking the national anthem at this point in time. The national anthem, please. The national anthem, please. Thank you very much. I apologize. We should have had a closing prayer by Reverend Olu Oyadotun, but we thank you, sir, and I know that you will remain in prayer. We thank you. Please let us remain at our seats while Mr. Governor will take his leave. He will be going at, led by the president of the LCCI and other dignitaries.
Fọláṣadé máa gbọ́ Fọláṣadé súnmọ́ wà níbí.
She will be led, the SSG will be led by the president of the chamber.
Ọmọ yìí nílé, wọ́n tún mọ yìí Fọláṣadé. Ìwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ èyí tó mọ̀ ọ́n wù, ayé fi kàn Fọláṣadé.
President of the LCCI.
Tó mú wáyé, ó ń yọ ọ̀tá lẹ́nu, tẹ́bí ń sọ fẹ́ Fọláṣadé, màmá wò wọ́n lóye. Òun pọ̀ ọlé, òun fún wọn lóye, òun fún Fọláṣadé lórí òkú ẹni lòdì sí ẹwà láì kò ní fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Fọláṣadé odúgbò mo ṣe, ẹ ṣètọ́jú màmá mi tó kí.
Thank you.
Má bọ̀gùn jẹ́ máa gbọ́. Òrékè lẹ́wà o. Màmá mi lábẹ́ òbújẹ́ súnmọ́ nínú tòsí. Ẹ ṣètọ́jú dàúsà dàúsà tèmi nìkan ṣoṣo. Aṣíwájú. Aṣíwájú agbéwọlé mi kò má gbóhùn lẹ́nu mi. Ó yá tún máa bọ́ ansọ́m aṣíwájú. Bàbá Mọ̀rẹ́yẹmí, Bàbá Mọ̀rẹ́yẹmí, ansọ́m dájú mi ó yeye. Ìwọ ló dára báyìí. Ó kí ẹ mọ bàrọ̀ ni, àyà má bẹ̀rù yẹ̀yẹ́ lónìí.